If you love turbo-scientific stick-powered Teenage Ninja Turtles. If you want to divide faster than single-cellular organism. If you take pleasure in giving gangbangs to enemy in front of their shocked teammates. If you want the first hair appear on your baby chest. Sun is the hero for you. Hello to all of those desperate for knowledge out there. This is the weirdest, oddest, most unnatural Mobile Legends guide you might encounter on YouTube. The fact that you see this video probably means one thing. Dark System is trying to poison your mind with backward ideas to prevent you from ranking up. Make sure there are no unformed-minded MCL meta lovers, because the shock value might cause them seizures, fall of eyes out of sockets, and unintentionally giving an inspirational speech to local zoo monkeys, igniting the worldwide primate revelation. Today I'm going to read the wisdom of my childhood battle scars I got from intense bloodsheds of one-sided nettle slaughter with stick. Share with you the story of how my mother was secretly teaching me the way of wielding the stick by forcing me to mop floors 2 times a week. And the biggest secret of all, I'm going to enlighten you with the art of convincing yourself that simple stick is actually the strongest weapon if you are hated by everyone, delusional loser who talks exclusively to their clones. I'm going to prove that you don't need to use omnidirectional mobility gear from Attack on Titan and leave your family behind to pursue funny main career. You don't need to live in the same basement with local cats to master the quadruple jumps of Harit. You don't need to learn how to do multiple dash to escape constant child molesters' attack on Joy. You don't need to play Gatotkacha, who buries all his complexes and personality flaws in gold by dressing like Persian King Xerxes. You don't need to lose so many sanity points from continuously staring at stone wall and practicing Gomu Gomu no Gatling that you convince yourself that heroes who wear bandanas like Badang are cool to play, or even use Ling, though every time you do that, enemy team just picks Saber, making you relive the same Humpty Dumpty rhyme over and over again. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. You know who you are. You are the Monkey King. So ban Belleric before he steals his stick back from you, and start virtual feast of Cosmos Star cereal breakfast every time you start ranking mode. First step is to turn your voice language to Arabic, because only top tier gods such as Allah will help you survive the unholy horrors of solo queue. Also, it's just awesome. Just open your ears and listen.
لآلاف السنين الماضية ولآلاف قادمة سأظل أنا حارس أنهار كيديا.
Even though I don't understand a word of Arabic, Sun enters the stage like he fucking knows this place. Like he had already won. And if someone expresses their opinion other than loving Arabic voiceover, please cut all the ties with those people before their heretic ideas will corrupt you. Enough with introduction, and let's get down to business. I was unloved as a child, so I used these 3 meals. Actually, you know what? Forget about that. Let's get down to business stuff. Let's make a detour, yay! In the top right corner, you can spot 3 shiny diamonds. And I want to clarify future misunderstanding. I never ever spent money on games. Meaning, I had to do some horrible and shameful stuff, which will wake me up in the middle of night for a very long time. Probably only Link can understand what I went through. Anyway, that's been settled. First build is Schrodinger's build. Why Schrodinger's, you ask? Because you never know whether after jumping 3 versus 1 you will instantly die like an annoying mosquito, or survive to multiply and bring more havoc. It mainly focuses on critical burst damage, making the job of killing enemy marksman or mage more like popping a bubble. Use assassin emblems to deeper penetrate enemies with Belleric's stick. Combination of Fatal and Berserk's Fury will make your enemies think that you give them your phone number every time you deal critical damage. Pull yourself together to remind yourself of a promise you've made to yourself a long time ago. To stop playing Mobile Legends all night long and fix your personal life as soon as you reach Mythical Immortal. Even though your highest rank is Master, and you've chosen to stay on that rank consciously because you're not a fool. You know that bears are much stronger than wolf. And yeah, also those boring reasons nobody cares about. Like pull yourself together, reduces purify cooldown, blah blah blah. Leaving no chance for enemies to figure out where is the real monkey because they can one-shot you, seriously. You don't have any defense items. This is full damage build. Use Warcry because it's been scientifically proven by tennis players that your attacks are stronger and therefore deal more damage if you shout like possessed by 10 demons at the same time. Never forget to flex like a pro in the late game by constantly pretending that you have Immortality of Argus, Second Life of Aurora, and Shield of Esmeralda by juggling Winter Crown, Immortality, and Rose Gold Meteor. Even if it saves you in 1 out of 10 cases, people will think you are cool and invite you to parties, and children will want to become like you when they grow up. To be perfectly honest, this normie build is extremely dull. If you use this build, nobody going to notice you or even care about you. Your existence has no significance whatsoever. You don't even deserve a gravestone or funeral, because no neighbor will notice your disappearance. You play Mobile Legends, man. Your place probably smells like dead body anyway. And also, yeah, I'm mostly using this build myself, so, but whatever. Second build is almost like an adopted child to me. We have a lot of history. I already feel like it's bringing nostalgic memories back. Yes, good old days. New season, I found an Angela who I want inside of me. And only me. We were on a win streak until we had met this one Sun main who changed the course of my life, the perspective, the way I looked at this game, the uncatchable, unkillable son of a Greek deity. That game was like an encounter with omnipotent, almighty being. Such a measly human like myself simply couldn't do anything, except maybe shrilling like a little girl, hopes to attract attention of my teammates and they will save me. But no, they won't. He's too goddamn powerful. I was playing Thomas, Sun's counterpick, as I mistakenly believed. In my delusion, I was fancying myself MVP already on the loading screen. God, I couldn't be more wrong. I dealt absolutely no damage. He had 12,000 bloody HP. Trying to kill him felt like trying to kill Hylas with flooring. I did the only reasonable thing in that situation. Accepted my loss and adapted this build for myself, modifying it to my own liking to become the creature of nightmares for the unfortunate ones to encounter me in ranking game. Choose tank emblems, adding firmness and tenacity to prove that you are not a conformist. You don't care about meta or what other people play with. You have your own style, and you are not afraid to express yourself. Lastly, use Conclusive Blast to conclusively blast enemies with the realization that they've stumbled upon something sinister, after dealing only 2 sections of HP with 5 ultimate abilities. As a battle spell, I recommend Revitalize to revitalize your 12-game long win streak with sustainability of Water Bear. This build is best for focusing such useless roles like marksmen and mages. Even their babysitting rooms will skedaddle in horror at sight of innumerable HP bars. Huge amount of HP will make tower dives as safe as staying AFK at your base fountain. Caution. This build is intended for old spicy men, not for cute tipa-tooty girls who trying to make friends with enemy XP laner, because side effects are similar to orc kissing scene from Shrek. So be careful, or next time you will see Hilda, and it will be in your mirror. Good luck sleeping tonight. Alright, it's time for the third build. My personal favorite, Angela's Vessel. Bad news for all of you Sigma's lonely souls and singles out there. This build is created only for happily virtually married people like myself, because you need a loyal Angela, your goddess, who you will worship for blessings. All the kills, turtles, lords, or towers are dedicated to her. She's your light, she's your life, she's your hope. Don't make her cry, or she will just duo with enemy jungle if he is stronger than you. Your entire existence will rotate around being useful to Angela. so she will choose you. I came up with this idea for this build by scrolling global builds and hope to uncover some Zone 51 top secret classified builds which are the result of human contact with extraterrestrial supreme life. Builds so broken and overpowered, I will do savages non-stop from the moment I spawn till the end of the game. Unfortunately, I haven't found one yet, but something quite curious captured my attention. I've noticed one of Global Suns using support emblems, and at first I couldn't understand why the hell. What was going on? I was very confused and discombobulated even. Why the hell hero with no healing skills needs 10% more heal? That just doesn't fold right. After letting it brew for a couple of minutes, it finally hit me! I was shouting Eureka so loud, I've started a chain reaction of my neighbor lights turning on one by one in the middle of the night, because they thought that I'm in some mortal danger. I was shouting like crazy. Here's how it works. When Sun's clone do a basic attack, it heals quite a lot of health. This is undoubtedly genius and deserve a Nobel Prize. The amount of heal this build has reminds me of better version of Uranus if he wasn't this horrible useless contraption of cosmic dust, as slow as pack of minions, but a beautiful supersonic monkey like its son. Now you can under tower dive with low HP, kill the enemy and return with full health. Such a stunt surely will make your enemies leave Mobile Legends to play one of the following games: Block Blast, or maybe Super Bear Adventure, or this one, Cat Cass Prankster. You know what? It actually looks like a pretty good game. I'd like to play that. Especially considering that I nerfed the passion to harm old people when I was playing Granny. The first tranquilizer dart with crossbow felt like love from the first sight. Or we will assault, rap, heat, and other horrible thing we will do with old people. You can play this game, Save the Guy, Funny Choice, or whatever you play when you've been dominated like a little kid. Take a break from making mating dance of taunt and emotes with your Rose, and instead do the fusion dance from Dragon Ball with your Angela to become the ultimate warrior, leaving enemies no other choice but to call priest to exorcise the Angela out of you to Vayne. I also don't know how the hell to pronounce Angela? Who cares? From my experience, Sans peak rate is deep inside Turbo Douchebag Dog Water tier. So every time you pick this hero, get yourself ready to be blamed for about every single calamity and negative event which happened in human history by your teammates, even before the match starts. Like the reason they've started playing Mobile Legends and now their father left their mother for another father is you, all alone. Like you're an omen who come to this planet with sole purpose to bring chaos, distraction, and loot streaks. That's how they're gonna treat you. You can gank every single lane in 2 minutes and do a savage, but they will keep living in matrix they've built for themselves, denying their reality only because they don't want to admit they was wrong. And Sun is actually a great hero. It kicks ass. They will still blame you. But guess what? You can pick meta heroes and die to your own buff in the first 30 seconds of match, reaching 4th level toward 4th minute because you suck on that hero so much. And on the other hand, I've seen gurus whose third eye had opened, allowing them to see something normal players can't see. They use heroes which you probably seen only in history books in black and white photographs you likely thought are legends or myths, like Nessie. But now, here they are standing in front of you, and you stand there in shock and disbelief, this facial expression of Moai statue, probably still trying to convince yourself that no, this can't be real. No, what? I'm just dreaming. But no, you're not dreaming. You're dead for the 6th time in 5 minutes, and your entire team blaming you for feeding. And you're in hell because you have no information about weak points of that hero. Nobody picks that. You don't know how the hell to play against that. You don't. What are the skills? How to counter this? You have to figure out it on your own. In my opinion, wins with underrated heroes are the most satisfying because enemies will have no protection for a ban against you. The fear of being roasted by one's own teammates for banning an unusual hero will eat them inside, turning enemies into trembling little lambs who can only hope that they will not not encounter you in the next game. In my 5 years of experience of playing Mobile Legends, I've seen so much bizarre meta emergence seemingly out of nowhere. For example, Karina tank build, Bane push is also a good example. Back in those days, he was one of the worst heroes, forgotten by everyone, even creators, until players discovered push and glitch, allowing him break turtles almost instantaneously even without minions. Someone has to submerge their hands deep in the mud of unknown to pull out game-changing strategies. Can as well be you. Okay. It's time for tips and tricks you need to know while playing Sun. Number 1. Sun is freak of nature who learned how to adapt to unlivable climates of constant bombarding of turtle attacks. If you use Angela's vessel, Sun becomes practically unkillable under tower. At that perspective, Sun looks more like horror movie ungodly parasite, infesting homes of others, rendering them unlivable, and nothing can stop him. No science, no god, no even power of friendship. Number 2. If you use damage build, try to attack only when Putrefy is ready. This way enemies will no longer play Mobile Legends, they will play Five Nights at Freddy's, with 3 crazy animatronic monkeys jumping on them from every single bush the second they avert their gaze from camera. Don't be afraid of towers, but try to survive. And if you do everything correctly, enemies will start calling you a bush camper as their word. That translates as you're smarter than they and you're better. So take a cookie. Okay, number 3. Don't play aggressive in the early game. Sunny isn't one of those heroes who on level 2 already run into enemy jungle to do savages. In the early stage of game, you're as weak as XP crab. You can only try to defend yourself from attacks, but they only will give more farm to enemies because, your clones also give XP and gold. Just use the advice every parent will give their child. Stay out of trouble. And I don't care how you do this. Look for bananas, pretend like you're an avatar protector of jungle, or follow your American dream by farming as much gold as you can until you are powerful enough to destroy them all. Number 4. Spam Lele mode as much as you can. Have you ever been in this situation when enemies keep spamming emotes and taunt every time you die? Annoying, right? Almost like in that coffin dance meme. This will make blood of the most composed people boil and make your grind teeth so hard they will crack. This is the art of war, not by the namesake Sun Tzu, but by Sun the Monkey King. Try piss your enemies off, because losing cam usually opens the room for making mistakes. Blinded by rage, you might jump at that guy you hate so much and who killed you like 5 times from bush. At the first opportunity you see them, only to realize it was a setup and there's entire enemy team waiting for you, leading to even more cyberbullying in form of emoji. Like, well done, good game. If you play your cards right, you can easily escape from enemy team, even in their own base, because you're Sun. You're so cool, you're so awesome. Don't be a sucker, join Dark Forces, making your enemies so mad they will die from aneurysm. Wait. How can I even trust this guy? He's probably playing classic mode ever since he had reached epic rank. His strategies are useless garbage in real game. Some of you nerds out there might say, this is fan guide, okay? So why the hell would you even care about stars? But if you want to be really nerdy about it and clean your glasses and bring up statistics and facts, here's the photo of my account. My current rank is 33 stars and max is 61 star. Nothing to be impressed about unless you know that I've reached my highest rank playing Sicilian Jungle. Yes! I'm sick as Joker, and I want nothing but corrupt and coming generation of mythical players. This is my diabolical plan. The amount of perversive drafts I use is hard to wrap around the head. Zilong Gold, Natalia Tank, Chun-Yi Jungle, Harriet Hybrid, Masha Rome, Saber Meat, you name it. I've tried it all. After playing 5,000 matches, something had snapped in me. So now, I can't experience the same thrill of game unless I do something crazy. The good news are, I have even more mad scientist guides ready to be born. In the next video, I'm going to 1v1 and none in charge. Alice against Rafaela. God against Devil. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do this video. Okay. This video is over. Okay, just get out of here. Tired of you.